So I think that women's bodies are not set up to be promiscuous or set up to be in the whole phase. And the reason for that is because once a month, right? Once a month, strawberry drink, right? And then after that, a woman can get pregnant only once a year, so that takes her out of the sex game. Hopefully, Jesus. But she can get pregnant once a year. She has a period every month. A man can go year round. A man can make 300 babies in one day. Right? A woman can only be pregnant one time a year. She's going through a cycle once a month, right? So your bodies are not set up to be boom, 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 and you're emotional. So if you're looking at aura or emotions or feelings, and that man inside of you, you're going to carry that with you. And that's why so many women get with us in a serious relationship and they become bitter. And they're bitter because of what Billy did in 2003, right? I really love Billy. We went to the Walt Disney World together. He fucked my mom, right?
What?
So you go through a lot of stress. You go through a lot of different things in your mind, and when you really get with the guy you want to be with, let me say this, and I'm gonna take the pot off the stove. Just imagine a diagram of a pie, and it has 8 pieces, and I'm gonna name each of those pieces: John, Jacob, James, Tyrese, Billy, and Bob. And imagine all those slices of pizza over time during your whole phase. You've given them out, and those guys have eaten those slices, right? You've given them their body. And then when you really meet the man you want to marry, you want to be with, there's only one. The man that deserves you, you feel that you deserve him, he's only getting one slice of a pie that you've given what the other 7 slices you've given to everybody else. That's how you should look at it. That's what I tell when I go and mentor these little girls. When I tell these little girls, these little boys, this the same thing with the little boys. I run a little test with them. Hey, listen, I make all the girls hold a glass of water, a mason jar full of water, and I make all the boys stand in front of them, and I have the boys open up a bag of Cheetos and chew them and hold them in their mouth. Don't spit them out. And I have the boys walk around and spit those Cheetos inside those jars. And the girls are like, what is this? This is nasty. I say, yes. Before he spit in that mason jar, that was purity. Look how clean the water is. That is you. That's a representation of your body. But look what happens when you let all these because I had all the boys go around and spit in that one mason jar. And I said, now look what happens when you allow all these men inside your body. That's what you're going to give your husband that's in that jar right now.
Yep.
And a lot of those girls like, damn, you right. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. You don't want to give yourself to so many men because you connect to these men. Have you ever had sex with a guy and you was driving down the road and a song came on and y'all broke up real bad and a song came on that you remember, you was like, man, I remember me and him used to have sex to that song. It was on, we had sex. That's mean because you're still emotionally tied to this man.
Soul ties. Are men
Soul
not
ties.
like that?
Hell no.
No,
A man, I can go out this door right now and see a girl in the corner right here and hit her in the back of the truck and get out and not even think about her ass tomorrow. Because men are not tied emotionally like that.
Yeah. And let me explain to you why. So when women have sex and you have orgasms, you release a chemical called oxytocin.
Exactly.
Men are not releasing this chemical when they're having sex. So, and that's the love chemical. If you look up oxytocin, it's the love chemical. It's known to build a bond. And so but this is the dangerous thing. After you sleep with so many people, statistics show, after a woman's had 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 10, the numbers jump up high over marriage happiness. Your marriage happiness goes down drastically after so many bodies. They've done studies on this, to prove it. Same with body count. If you're, or same with, oh no, I forgot what I was going to say.
Because even pH balance, like I watched this documentary. I was like, I got to watch it because I had to educate myself on everything with our shows. We have these shows. And so one of the things that the lady was talking about, she said, after you get to a certain amount of bodies and you've had that DNA inside of you for a certain amount of time, it can knock off your pH balance where when you do decide you want to settle down and have kids, it will affect your baby with bonding with your child. You latching with your child. Your child will be feel like you're a stranger to them or something. May not even want to latch on to you or even breastfeed from you. And I was like, damn.
That's intense, yeah.
That's crazy. So, I mean, women are delicate. I think that women are delicate, and I think they should be delicate. Let men, yes, I'm not defending the men. Men are out here slinging dick from the free throw line, yes. But I'm just saying women are delicate. Your bodies are delicate. The way you handle things are delicate. And I think when you choose to sleep with a man, make sure you're being responsible to the fact that you don't have to keep sleeping with every man that says, hey, here's some free dinner.
Yeah. And just to add on, something I like to tell women all the time on here is do not get dickmatized. It's so easy. Like you can think
Ooh.
I'm just going to sleep with this guy and it's nothing. Like this is no. I'm like a guy at this point. I've slept with so many people. I don't get emotionally attached anymore. But you will get dickmatized. Like
Yep.
it's something that you could try as much as you want for it to not happen, and it will happen. And what happens is when you do that, that guy's sleeping with you and probably 5 other girls, whatever, spinning plates on you, and you're putting up with it because you're just happy you're getting sex, you know. But that guy that's the good guy that really wants to give you a relationship or like might be the perfect person for you, he walks by you every day and you don't give him the chance because you're dickmatized. You're sit there, you're focused on this dude who ain't giving you shit. He's just giving you his dick and that's it. And this happens all the time. I talk to women all the time that are doing this, and it's really sad because y'all all deserve marriage. Y'all all deserve a really good person. It's just you can easily get finessed, easily.
And I will say this: insurance companies hate dickmatized women because they have to pay out the most claims. Because women are tearing up cars, breaking windows, putting tires on the flat. And some women are so educated in the insurance game, they'll put 3 tires on the flat because they know if 3 on the flat, insurance won't cover them. Right? So I hope I'm not teaching nobody nothing right now. But what I'm saying is like, so yeah, insurance companies hate them because women do get emotionally attached, get dickmatized, and a man wants a 30-minute session and he's done. And then you get emotionally attached and say, no, I want more than that. And then you see him with another girl, you fighting the girl, you on Instagram, you on, World Star because you beating up a girl because this dude done dickmatized you.
Y'all just completely generalized all women. Because as far as me, if I wanted to put it on someone and not talk to them, not even think about them, I can.
Exactly.
I want you to know that is not
I
something to
can.
brag here. I'll explain to something. That is the last thing you ever want to brag about because a woman that can do that.
Oh no, I'm not bragging about it, but I was just saying.
I know.
The way
She
that
could
y'all
do
were
I'm just saying,
describing.
yeah, you could do it, but I just want you to know it's a horrible thing to be able to do that because what that means is that you've slept with so many people that you've been desensitized.
I don't think that means.
And
No,
you're
like,
numb
I
to
just
it,
feel like
yeah.
I was
Well-
mentioning that women do have the capability to become like
Like
do
men
not-
in that same
do
way,
not tie
yes.
any emotions to it like a guy can.
And a lot of studies show that happens after so many bodies. Like what
That's
you
where that
just said.
oxytocin leaves.
Tons of
Yeah,
studies
yeah, yeah,
show
yeah.
that
I
happens.
would disagree
Yeah.
because like I was in a relationship, but like now like I have had like two partners after mine, but neither one like I went in knowing like this is all I want.
But
And then
what I'm saying is
afterwards-
after it's very low. Like what y'all got to realize, if you look at the studies, it's after 10 bodies this will happen to you. I'm not saying after 20, 30 this will happen. I'm saying after 10 you will be desensitized. This is why the statistics show. I think it goes up to like 70 or 80% of like the happiness is gone after 10 bodies. So it's that serious. Like you can sit here and think, oh yeah, I'm just like the guy that's nothing. That's a horrible thing. That's because you slept with too many people. Like and like I said, what you're experiencing is something many women are experiencing right now. This isn't some rarity. Almost every woman has over 10 bodies these days. It's very normal. Everybody's sleeping around. It's a very normal thing. Like it's a very socially acceptable, But also the thing is most guys are never going to tell y'all what I'm telling y'all right now.
Nope.
Most guys, I'm talking to you like an uncle, like a brother, like a father right now. Guys who want your box, guys who are trying to, get close to you in any way, they ain't gonna say none of this shit.
Nope.
They would never tell you this because they just want to fuck. So like you gotta understand, like the guys that are gonna tell you this are very rare, super rare, that will have the balls to say what me and him are saying right now to y'all and not affect
Yeah,
us,
because when
know?
you get to a point where you say, oh, that's just dick, I'm good. When you get to that point, you're numb. You're numb to any type of emotional attachment to any type of man. Even when you get with your guy, you're going to be having sex with him for a long period of time. You're going to be married. Oh, my God, the flowers. Oh, my God. Right? And give it about a year and a half, 2 years, you're going to want that variety again. You can be like, no, I don't want to keep doing the same thing. I want to go out and get me some more dick.
It gives you a foot in the door, foot out the door mentality sometimes. So like you might be in a really good relationship, but if you've experienced a lot of these really good guys, then it's like, dude, fuck this guy who only makes $70K a year, or he's just this tall or whatever. It's like I've experienced so many badasses. Like fuck this dude. So a lot of the times the girls have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They're like ready to leave the relationship at all times.
No, I
It's-
don't.
That's not
true.
It depends what kind of guy you're dealing with. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're sitting here dealing with alphas, you're never going to have that.
Nope.
You're never going to. Now, if you're dealing with the guys that are dickmatizing you, you're never going to experience what I just said. These are only the beta guys that would do something like that.
Beta.
Yeah, y'all don't like ending up with those guys, but sometimes you do, because the thing is, a lot of women like being with beta guys because They'll let you go out to the club. They'll let you go on your girls trips. They'll let you do whatever you want, and they're never going to challenge you on anything, you know? So a lot of women end up with those beta guys because it's just easier to have a relationship with them.
Yeah.
And you can always step away and go to somebody else.
There's
Possibly.
several examples of that in the world right now.
Now I want to
What
know.
women y'all be talking to? 'Cause
Right,
I feel
what
like
kind of
here at
relationships
this
y'all in?
table, it's like
Well, y'all might be an exception to the rule. Y'all gotta understand. I'm always talking about the 51%. Most women are doing this shit. Like if we look at statistics, where we know that statistics are true because of what they're doing in them, you know that this is a fact. But you might be an exception. You might be the 49%. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
because I feel like this table, like just looking at the girls that are here, like we could all post up at the crib and watch a movie with some pajamas instead of versus going out and being on hot girl shit. Basically.
Well, I would argue people that are just single in general experience a lot of the things that we're talking about
Mhm.
because people in relationships, you know, they're in relationships, they're not experiencing this type of shit, you know. But I agree with you. There's some types of girls that are sitting at home all the time. There's some type of girls that are going out all the time. They're complete opposites. I agree. Yeah.